If your age is more than 50, if you have symptoms of breathing difficulty, chest discomfort, any dizziness, giddiness or leg swelling, if a doctor has recommended a valve surgery because any of your heart valve have a problem, or if you know somebody who is suffering from any of these problems that I mentioned to you, the next 5-7 minutes will be very useful for you.
Environ Life Science Limited, partnering for life.
Hello, my name is Dr. Anoop Agrawal. I am a cardiologist working at KIMS Hospital, Secunderabad in Hyderabad. And over the next few minutes, I will tell you a very key component of heart function which you should know, and your knowledge will be able to help you or somebody whom you talk to or who seeks your advice. So we all know heart is a pump with the basic function being pumping blood to rest of the body. We all are quite aware of blockages that leads to heart attack and causes multiple problems. These days, blockages are treated by medicines, and previously bypass surgery was done for all those blockages. But lately, we treat those blockages by stents. Now, you all probably have heard what stents are. To give you an idea, this is how a stent looks like. And if you are not able to see, that is because stents are very tiny. Stents are very small, and they are typically placed through the hand or through the legs, and they effectively help open the blockage. What you also need to know is heart has got valves inside the heart. To give you an idea, if you take this heart model, the blood vessels go on the surface. This is what causes heart attack, and this is what we put stents in. But as far as valves are concerned, valves are inside the heart. So if I open a portion of the heart, you see there are valves inside the heart. And these valves, their function is the same as any other valve. They allow unidirectional blood flow, where the blood goes from one chamber to another without any resistance. Now as we age, as we develop more medical problems, these valves may not function properly. They either don't open well, or if they open, they don't close well. So either they can cause resistance, we call it stenosis, or they can leak, we call it regurgitation. And when valves don't function, you have to replace those valves. And that is what I started with by saying that if your doctor has recommended a valve surgery for you, essentially what a doctor is telling you is your valve is not functioning. Either it is not opening well or it's not closing well. And till now, the only option of fixing a valve was by doing open heart surgery, where you open the chest, open the heart, go inside where the diseased valve is there, take that diseased valve out and replace it with a functioning valve, with a new functioning valve. So the one that I have in the hand is the actual valve that a surgeon might implant inside the heart. And if you see these valves, they have these leaflets. You will see that these leaflets, they open and they close very effectively. And that way, you replace a diseased valve with a functioning valve. There are various kinds of valves. These are valves made up of either metal. You can appreciate this black color metal here, or the other one which is made up of a tissue, a biological tissue. These valves are implanted via open heart surgery. Now you may wonder that just like blockages which can be treated with stents, can valves be treated with stents as well? And there are specialized valves which behave like stents. and we are actually able to replace or fix those valves using these specialized valves. And these valves, to give an example, the one that I have is the so-called stent valve, where while these valves they function very well, you don't need a surgery to fix those. You can actually squish these valves, crimp it, make it absolutely small, load it onto a plastic tube, and now that plastic tube can go from your leg into the heart just like an angioplasty. And this valve, you can fit it wherever you want and it comes back to shape. These are available in various designs because of the various companies, the way they make. But the idea is pretty much similar. You have got a frame and you have a leaflet inside which actually allows this valve to function the way the original valve was supposed to. Because these valves need to be crimped, they need to be made small because this big valve cannot enter human body just with plastic catheters alone. These valves cannot have metallic component like what you see with a surgical valve. So they are all tissue valves. They are all having very tiny frame, very thin frame. They all can be squished and they all can be implanted to the heart without an open heart surgery, just like what we do with the blockages where we put a stent. So if there is anybody who is in need of valve surgery or who is in need of fixing their valve, then considering a non-surgical option where these kind of procedures can be performed is quite relevant. So next time when you meet a doctor, you ask them that to your loved one who has been recommended a valve surgery, is percutaneous or minimal invasive valve surgery good for them? These are sutureless, knifeless procedures which are typically done without general anesthesia. The procedure takes about 1 hour and patients typically are discharged within 2 days of the hospital stay. The most common valve which is replaced by this technology is called aortic valve, and the procedure is called transcatheter aortic valve implantation or TAVI. In the current day and age, TAVI is very a standard of care for all those patients whose aortic valve is not working that well. Worldwide, more than 2 lakh cases are performed per year. And in India, TAVI has been taken up as a mainstream therapy, just like how stents have been. So this is a key piece of information I want you to have, and I want you to engage in discussion with your doctors next time if you are accompanying somebody who has been recommended a valve surgery. And if you have any questions, you can post it in the comment box. I will be very happy to personally answer each of those questions. And don't forget to like and subscribe the Medical Information Clear channel. Thank you for your attention.